The storm is coming. It always does. The world will test you, push you to your limits, and dare you to break. But you were not made to crumble. You were forged for the fire. Deep within you lies a spark of resilience, a fire that fear cannot extinguish. Will you stand tall and claim your strength, or will you bow to the pressure? The choice is yours, and it's being shaped right now by the way you see yourself. You are stronger than you know, and today I'm here to remind you of that truth. Let's ignite that fire and learn how to rise through any storm, unshaken, unbroken, unstoppable. Command your mind, conquer the storm. Your mind is your greatest battlefield. When the world roars with chaos, it's your conviction that will anchor you. Most people falter because they wait to feel ready. They wait for the fear to fade, for the path to clear. But survival isn't a feeling. It's a decision. You don't need to feel strong to act strong. Your life demands it, and your response will shape your destiny. Consider Winston Churchill, standing firm as bombs rained over London. The world expected Britain to collapse, but Churchill didn't wait for safety to lead. He led with unshakable resolve, and in doing so, he made others feel safe. That's what surviving looks like. You don't run from the storm, you become the storm. Every dark day you faced before, this one proves you're tougher than what tries to break you. So stand up, act like you were born for this, because you were. Strength isn't a gift, it's a choice forged through effort. Tough times don't define you, they reveal you. While others wait for the storm to pass, you can learn to dance in the rain. Decide now, who are you when the pressure hits? When you claim that identity before adversity arrives, no storm can truly defeat you. Your mindset is your power. Starve fear, feed courage. Fear is a loud guest. It pounds at your door, demanding your attention with its thunderous voice. But here's the secret. You don't have to answer. Fear casts a long shadow, but shadows are not reality. Step into a different light, and that giant shrinks. The trick isn't fighting fear head on. It's starving it of your attention. Every step you take toward what scares you weakens its grip. Hesitation, on the other hand, feeds the beast. Worry and avoidance are the fuel fear craves. That's why so many dreams die. People nurture doubt instead of courage. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision to act as if victory is already yours. Think of Abraham Lincoln, who faced 8 election defeats, public humiliation, and crushing depression. Yet he carried himself as if leadership was his destiny long before anyone believed in him. He didn't wait for his emotions to align. He acted, and his actions silenced fear. You must do the same. When fear whispers, "What if I fail?" answer with, "Even if I fail, I'll grow stronger." Redirect your focus from anxious thoughts to purposeful action. Walk toward what frightens you and watch the shadow shrink with every step. Forge a disciplined mind. Pain is inevitable, but your response to it is what defines you. Survival isn't about physical strength alone. It's about mental discipline. Too many surrender control to fleeting emotions, then wonder why their lives spiral. True power comes from seizing the wheel of your mind with intention. You must train your thoughts like an elite soldier trains for battle. Deliberate, consistent, relentless. George Washington faced brutal winters at Valley Forge, where starvation and despair loomed. What set him apart wasn't just his leadership, but his mental fortitude. He trained his mind to anticipate hardship without breaking, and that discipline carried his army through. You must do the same. Build rituals that govern your days, morning routines, non-negotiable habits, small victories that compound into strength. When the storm hits, a disciplined mind doesn't scramble. It activates. Start small. Rise on time despite fatigue. Honor commitments despite discomfort. These choices shape your character. The undisciplined react to life's chaos. The disciplined respond with purpose. Your thoughts shape your beliefs shape your actions, and your actions shape your destiny. Master your mind, and you'll master the storm. Believe before you see. When the ground trembles beneath you, belief is your stronghold, not wealth, not even your support network. Your unwavering conviction that you were made to endure. Without belief, survival is chance. With it, survival is triumph. The most transformative skill is believing before you see proof. In life's darkest seasons, the world may offer no evidence that persistence matters, but belief lights the way when all else fades. Helen Keller, deaf and blind from infancy, defied a world that expected limitation. Through her teacher's faith and her own disciplined spirit, she graduated college, authored books, and inspired millions. She didn't see hope, she believed in it. That conviction turned her from a pitied figure into a global force. You must cultivate the same belief. Declare daily, "I was not made to break." This affirmation ignites your inner fire when the world feels frozen. Belief isn't blind optimism. It acknowledges obstacles while trusting your ability to overcome them. When darkness surrounds you, don't ask, how do I escape? Ask, what must I believe to endure? That shift unlocks your inner power. Feed your mind with stories of triumph, document your own victories, and speak belief over yourself, especially when the evidence contradicts it. Belief is your shield and your sword. Use it to carve a path through any storm. Turn pain into purpose. Pain is not your enemy. Purposeless pain is. The difference lies in how you see it. Approach your suffering as preparation for something greater, and it transforms from a wound into a lesson. Pain that once weakened you becomes your teacher. While pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. You suffer only when you believe your pain has no meaning. Benjamin Disraeli faced mockery and failure in Parliament, yet he didn't retreat. He turned each rejection into fuel, each humiliation into resolve. His pain prepared him for leadership, and he became one of Britain's greatest prime ministers. Your challenge is the same. Let pain crystallize into clarity. Convert it into power. Every scar must serve a purpose. Pain without purpose creates victims. Pain with purpose creates leaders. Examine your deepest wounds. Ask, what is this preparing me for? What strength am I building? Act as if those answers are true, even if you don't fully believe them yet. When rejection strikes, extract the lesson. When failure visits, find the growth. Nothing in your story need be wasted. Every tear can water a brighter future if you assign it meaning. Pain doesn't vanish. It transforms into the foundation of an unshakable life. Move, even when stuck. Feeling stuck is a state of mind, not your reality. Life can paralyze you with fear, convincing you that progress requires perfect conditions. But progress isn't measured by feelings. It's measured by direction. 1 inch forward is still progress. When immobility threatens, motion is your weapon. You don't need dramatic leaps, just small, consistent steps. Florence Nightingale defied society's expectations to revolutionize nursing. Family disapproval, skepticism, and resistance urged her to stay still, but she moved forward. Her persistent steps, documenting outcomes, setting standards, saved countless lives. Her story proves that progress often feels invisible before it becomes undeniable. When your mind says you're going nowhere, answer with, watch me take one more step. Identify where you feel stuck. Find one small action, writing 50 words, making one call, getting out of bed, and take it now. Motion creates momentum, and momentum breaks barriers. The perfect moment is the one you create by moving through uncertainty. Don't wait for inspiration. Act, and inspiration will follow. Envision your victory.
You cannot survive what you cannot see beyond. Vision is your survival map, guiding you through chaos toward your destiny. Without a clear picture of your future, you wander aimlessly. With it, every step becomes purposeful. Craft a vision so vivid it outshines your past. Revisit it daily until it feels real. Andrew Carnegie, toiling in a cotton mill, didn't fixate on his hardship. He envisioned an industrial empire and built it brick by brick. Your path requires the same focus. Define your future with precision. What are you doing? With whom? How does it feel? This clarity turns scattered efforts into strategic ones. Even setbacks serve the future you're building. Spend each morning visualizing your goal in vivid detail. This isn't escapism, it's preparation. Your mind's blueprint shapes your reality. First comes thought, then plans, then action. A clear vision pulls you through obstacles, ensuring every step aligns with your destiny. What you see internally becomes your reality externally. Build your inner circle. You weren't meant to face storms alone. Who surrounds you matters. Your environment either lifts you or drags you down. Survivors don't just have strength, they have intentional alliances. William Wilberforce fought to abolish the slave trade with the Clapham sect, a circle of thinkers and believers who carried him through decades of opposition. Your inner circle must do the same. Choose relationships that challenge your weaknesses and protect your focus. 5 strategic allies outweigh 50 casual acquaintances. Ask, does this person make me stronger, sharper, more courageous? If not, why are they close? Be ruthless in curating your circle. Your growth depends on it, but this works both ways. Become the person others need. Contribution creates connection. Support builds strength. Audit your relationships regularly. Prune those that hold you back. Nurture those that push you forward. Your greatest achievements will be symphonies, not solo acts. Choose your musicians wisely. Speak strength into existence. Your words are not neutral. They shape your reality. In tough times, what you say becomes what you see. Negative words erode your confidence. Words of strength rewire your mind. Speak victory even when you feel weak, and your body, your environment, even the storm will listen.
Franklin D. Roosevelt, struck by polio, spoke courage to a nation in despair. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Wasn't just rhetoric. It was his personal mantra. Your words create your reality twice. First in your mind, then in your life. Replace, I can't handle this, with I'm built for this. Swap, I'm overwhelmed, with I'm tackling this one step at a time. Your subconscious believes what you say repeatedly. Speak defeat and you'll see impossibility. Speak victory and opportunities emerge. Audit your language. Craft the words of the person you're becoming, not the person you've been. Say, I will endure. Say, this storm ends with my victory. Your future is built conversation by conversation. Choose words that lead where you want to go. Forge character in the fire. Your character isn't found. It's forged. Like iron under heat, your values and strength are shaped by pressure. Hardship isn't an interruption. It's an initiation into a stronger you. Theodore Roosevelt battled asthma, tragedy, and opposition. Yet each challenge sculpted him into a leader who faced gunfire without flinching. You must view every trial as a chisel, carving away weakness to reveal your true form. Two people can face the same hardship and emerge differently. One bitter, one better. The difference lies in how you respond. Ask daily, am I becoming stronger or weaker, more courageous or more fearful? Every small choice, waking early, keeping promises, pushing beyond comfort, builds your character. These moments compound into an unshakable foundation. Character can't be borrowed or bought. It's built through effort. As Nelson Mandela showed after 27 years of imprisonment, struggles are crucibles. Let them shape you into someone who doesn't just survive, but thrives with purpose. Your trials are forging a version of you that outlasts the fire. Find your fighting reason. You don't endure pain for nothing. You endure for a reason worth fighting for. A purpose bigger than yourself gives struggle meaning. Viktor Frankl survived Nazi camps by clinging to a vision of teaching others what he learned. That purpose pulled him through despair when others gave up. Your reason, your family, your dream, your future becomes your anchor. And what's your reason? Define it clearly. Success is too vague to fuel sacrifice. Providing for my children or transforming my community creates emotional fire. Let that fire drive every step. Your reason will evolve, but it must always be specific. A person with a reason can outlast anything. Find yours, feel it deeply, and fight for it relentlessly. That's how the impossible becomes inevitable. Make pressure your partner. Pressure isn't your prison. It's your teacher. Embrace it, and it reveals strengths you didn't know you had. Resist it, and it traps you. Alfred Sloan turned General Motors from chaos to dominance by using pressure to create structure. Extraordinary people don't avoid pressure. They partner with it. It clarifies priorities, sharpens instincts, and demands growth. Reframe pressure. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. When deadlines tighten or competition rises, see it as your proving ground. Train yourself to stay calm, focused, and committed. Breathe through tension, focus on what matters, and act despite uncertainty. Pressure doesn't break the prepared, it reveals them. Let it push you into performance, not panic. Master stillness in chaos. In storms, movement isn't always progress. Sometimes survival demands stillness, power under control. Chaos tempts you to react, but stillness lets you respond with clarity. Mahatma Gandhi's calm disarmed empires. His inner stillness changed nations. Like an oak rooted against the wind, stillness anchors you when the world spins. Practice stillness before you need it. 5 minutes of morning meditation, mindful breathing, or deliberate pauses build the neural pathways for calm. Neuroscience shows that stillness preserves rational thought under stress, letting you choose rather than react. When chaos erupts, stop, breathe, center yourself, and act from poise. Stillness isn't weakness. It's your greatest strength in moments that matter. Keep your word to yourself. Your promises to yourself are sacred. Every time you keep them, you build trust in your strength. Every time you break them, your confidence erodes. David Lloyd George rose from poverty to transform Britain by honoring his vow to improve lives. His integrity shaped his legacy. Start small. Rise when the alarm rings. Focus for 30 minutes. Speak up as promised. These victories build unshakable self-trust. Self-betrayal, however, teaches your subconscious to expect failure. Reverse this by keeping modest commitments. Each kept promise restores faith in your word. Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for everything else. Honor it, and you'll become someone others can rely on too. Turn setbacks into signals. Setbacks aren't failures, they're feedback. Charles Goodyear faced ruin before discovering vulcanized rubber. Each failed experiment was a puzzle piece, guiding him to a breakthrough. Don't personalize failure. It's about your method, not your worth. Ask, what went wrong? What's the next intelligent move? Reframe setbacks as calibrations. A rejection is market research, a mistake is education, a loss is preparation. The quality of your questions determines your comeback. Poor questions like, why me, lead nowhere. Powerful questions like, what can I learn, create pathways. Let setbacks sharpen your intelligence, not dull your ambition. Every failure carries the seed of success. Find it, plant it, and watch it grow. Practice gratitude under pressure. Gratitude is your shield in hardship. It reframes pain and keeps you above the waves. Viktor Frankl found meaning in Nazi camps by choosing his attitude. Gratitude doesn't deny difficulty. It transforms it. Neuroscience shows it boosts dopamine and serotonin, rewiring your brain for resilience. Each morning, name 3 specific things you're grateful for. The energy from a walk, a kind text, a small win. Turn complaints into thanks. I have to work late becomes I get to contribute. Gratitude connects you to others, strengthening your support system. Say thank you, especially when it's hard. It's not just a feeling, it's a discipline that turns pressure into purpose. Focus on what you control. Clarity is survival's key, and nothing brings clarity like focusing on what you control. Admiral Horatio Nelson didn't obsess over enemy fleets. He mastered strategy and morale. At Trafalgar, his focus on controllables won a historic victory. The Stoics called this the dichotomy of control. Focus on your effort, attitude, and preparation, not on what's beyond your reach. When anxiety rises, ask, what's one thing I can act on now? This shifts you from worry to action. Obsess over your circle of control, your response, your learning, your values. Don't waste energy on storms you can't stop. Channel it where it counts. That's how survivors thrive. Act despite uncertainty. Waiting for certainty is a trap. The most powerful moves happen when you act despite the unknown. Ernest Shackleton saved his stranded crew by making bold decisions in impossible conditions. He didn't wait for a clear path. He moved, and clarity followed. Your brain craves certainty, but survival demands action. Gather the best information, set priorities, decide, and stay adaptable. Plans may fail, but planning prepares you to pivot. Martin Luther King Jr., Florence Nightingale, and Marie Curie acted without guarantees, driven by purpose. Start with small steps. Each move builds confidence for bigger leaps. Motion creates momentum, and momentum delivers freedom. Live as if victory is inevitable. Act as if you were born to win. This isn't arrogance, it's alignment. Madam C.J. Walker, facing poverty and discrimination, carried herself with certainty and became a millionaire. When you live as if victory is inevitable, you access creativity and courage. Your brain functions better in confidence, unlocking higher thinking. General George Patton led with unshakable belief, turning setbacks into setup for victory. This mindset transforms habits. You train harder, work smarter, not from fear, but from certainty. Obstacles become steps. Rejections become redirections. Reinforce this daily through affirmation and visualization. Surround yourself with those who speak when, not if. Victory isn't a question. It's your standard. Dig deeper. Rise stronger. The world will test you, but you were made for the fire. Don't run. Don't fold. Stand tall. Train your mind. Sharpen your will and push forward with quiet power. Your breakthrough lies beneath the pressure. Dig deeper. Your resilience is waiting to be claimed. Find your reason. Forge your character and speak your victory. Let pain teach you. Pressure strengthen you and stillness guide you. Every step, every word, every choice shapes who you become. The storm is here, but so are you. Rise stronger. Your triumph is inevitable.